Greetings, dear Gemini. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a peek at your September 2024 General Monthly. So I know September is already about to wrap up, but let's go ahead and check out our current energies for what you find yourself in. I hope this reading can give you some insight on some of the different energies that are at play for you during this particular month. So this is going to be a 4-in-1 reading. We're going to start with the main theme, and then we're going to shift to a love situation, whatever I'm picking up on with that. And then we're going to look at career and finances. And then finally, we're going to close the reading out with some advice. So this will kind of be a 4-in-1 reading. So go ahead and check out the description of this video to see the timestamps from when each portion of the reading will begin. So let's first just go ahead and set the intention that this is for the sign of Gemini. So if you are Gemini and it is in your sun, your moon, or your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity and that you are able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We are first starting with the main theme. All right, Gemini. So the main theme, this is going to be courtesy of the Brotherhood of Light Egyptian Tarot. We're using this deck to pull your messages for that. And we're just looking at what's the main dynamic, what's happening, what's in your energy for September. Show me the main theme for our Geminis. Show me the main theme. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse position, okay? So that could be impracticality, not keeping up on things like your duties, tasks, responsibilities, just things getting out of order, getting out of alignment, so to speak. You could feel like a little bit cluttered or disoriented. But it's okay, because you've got the Sun card here, right? So the Sun is just, well, Sun could actually mean two things. It could be about like joy, feeling optimistic, but the Sun is also an illuminator, meaning that it shines things. It provides clarity to certain scenarios or situations. So there could be something about the past couple of months, like you're just feeling like things are kind of like getting out of whack. They're just not really quite aligned. And maybe there's something that happens in September where you're getting an aha moment, right? Where it's just like there's something that's become so suddenly and blaringly obvious to you at this time. But let's go ahead and keep going. It's hard to say before we... 10 of Wands. So this is a lot of things that you got to do. Feeling very overburdened, just having like a lot of tasks, a lot of responsibilities, and really feeling like you don't have anyone to really like share the weight or the load with. And it could be very exhausting. 7 of Cups in the reverse position, right? It's kind of uncomfortable energy I'm getting here for September for you, Gemini. 5 of Swords. Arguments, a lot of like disputes, internal conflicts. Page of Swords, excuse me, Page of Swords, that's doing your investigations, looking through things. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, assessing a situation and seeing how it can grow, right? It's a time to pause. And then you've got the Empress here, which is all this nurturing energy. It's about being creative. And then you've got the Knight of Swords, and that too is in the reverse position. And then the 6 of Wands finally came out, and that too is in the reverse position. So I'm getting that you are not centered this month at all. I feel that there's something here where it's almost like you have become very overwhelmed by like it could just like sometimes it's just like tasks, the daily to-dos. You could just feel like there's so much on your plate. It's almost like an analysis paralysis. Like there's so much on your plate, so like nothing gets done at all. Okay. You could be in this state, and as a result of that, you're feeling like really disillusioned. 7 of Cups is in the reverse position, is also being not being able to see yourself, right? It's being delusional. thinking that you have time, thinking that you have options that aren't necessarily there. Five of Swords is like you are, whatever is happening, could be like people that are close to you, but you're having like disputes. This is also, Five of Swords could also indicate like mental conflict if it isn't exactly with other people. This is like a conflict with yourself. This is either like a negative self-talk, or whatever the conversations that you're having are not really helpful. They're actually like quite conflicting. And I see you maybe like this is like spending a lot of time online. I'm getting that image. Or that Page of Swords is also just like looking very casually for things. Trying to maybe like find a way, maybe even using the internet as a distraction. Okay. But I do see there is a bit of an analysis paralysis here, because you're in the Seven of Pentacles mode. It's like if you've been working on something, now you're taking the time to really just take a time out and really assess where you are, and what you need to tweak, what needs to go, what needs to stay, what needs to be altered. It is just like really taking into account where you are at this month with what your objectives are, okay? And really taking into account what you need to kind of do with this time. I do see the spark of creative energy in you. There is something, maybe even I'm getting like a project or an idea that you've been looking up. It is something that is really close to your heart that you really would like to nurture. And I'm getting this feeling that like you're like leaping before you look. You're just like doing things, and it's not, it's just like how you feel at the moment, right? You're just like, you have a thought, you're doing it. So in one way, because I'm feeling like part of this is some advice, because I think that like what you're really being advised to do is to take a time out and to really come to the drawing board in regards to like what do you want to do, because your energy is all over the place this month. Like it's giving me a headache. Like I'm feeling like from this is like it's pulling you here, it's pulling you there. And if you don't get centered, there is no success in the mental gymnastics that I'm seeing here. It's causing a lot of problems. It's adding to the burdens of like the already difficulties that where you're having in life, right? Of just keeping up with things. I'm seeing that there is an issue with that in general. In your mental framework is just chaotic. I'm really seeing like a very chaotic Gemini here that has things to do and is just not really focused on doing the right things, or has things to do and is like just doing it and not being very purposeful about the time. And so like doors could be closing, or opportunities could be being shut out, or there's like failure, so to speak, in some way, because like the things that you're doing are not very well thought out at this period. So I'm seeing a big theme on that. And I'm being just as general as I can, because we have to remember that general readings, like the energy applies to whatever it is. So if it applies, if it resonates, fantastic. If it doesn't, whatever. Okay. Just a tarot reader. So that's what I'm getting for you. That's kind of the main energy here, is a lot of like muddled, cloudy thinking, could be causing like arguments, confrontations, disputes with those around you. Getting like maybe even with like kids, perhaps. Getting there could be a problem with a child as well. Not necessarily, but I'm getting, I am getting that, because then there's this mothering energy here too, right? So it could be disputes with children, needing to take a time out and really just kind of assess the situation. Because if you just like blindly and uneducatedly like jump on what your thoughts are, it's not going to yield any success. Okay, center yourself, Gemini. Do what you need to do to ground yourself and center yourself, so that you have more of a linear way of making decisions and thinking. Okay, so that's what I got for you for your main theme. We're gonna shift to a love reading. All right, so for this love reading, we are using the Neoteric Feminine Tarot to pull your messages in love. So, dear Gemini, this is, it could be for couples, it could be for singles. It's just whatever the messages are, that's what I'm pulling, all right? So, let's go ahead and get Some messages of love for our Geminis. Let's get messages of love for our Geminis. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like changing things up. This is like, Wheel of Fortune is also like if you're in a connection, it's like a new phase or a new cycle is approaching with you and your partner. If you're not in a connection, this could look like just a maybe luck changing, like if you've been having like bad luck, maybe like there's a shift, right, in the dynamic, or something just unexpected happening. But I'm thinking like unexpected in a good way. It's a change of fortune that is positive, we hope. All right, Three Swords, Gemini, 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 Seven of Swords. Who cheated? Who cheated? Somebody didn't effed it up. I'm just going to shut up and then pull all of these. I'm so disappointed right now. All right. Queen of Swords. Somebody found out that truth. They heading out the door. Being critical about the scenario. Queen of Wands. Now we've got two queens in the reading, okay? Somebody cheating with two women, two different women here involved. Is that what it is? Two's a company, three's a crowd, right? Four of Wands. So this definitely has something to do with like a stable partnership, or maybe like in the community. So maybe somebody for the streets. Maybe somebody is community. Okay, literally for the community. Is it you? Page of Pentacles. We're talking new opportunities here. Oh, okay. Six of Pentacles and the Moon. It's definitely a cycle of change here. So what I'm getting, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting someone is a low down dirty dog. They've been cheating. They broke somebody's house, happy home up. The stability is broken. Somebody's a home wrecking hoe. Okay. Kind of. I am kind of getting that. But so we've got the Wheel of Fortune. That's like an inevitable cycle. This is a cycle of something changing. I was hoping it would be a change in fortune, something that's fortunate happening. But unfortunately, this Three of Swords, if you look in the card, this is about grief and heartbreak, right? This is also like the card I call the third party card, right? Where there's a split, there's a breakup of some sort. And the breakup has to do with lies, cheating, deception, someone just not being very forthcoming, right? Sneakiness. Someone wanting to have their cake and eating it too, in that sense, okay? Now, it could be like two different energies, because we get like two of the same gender cards. It could be maybe there's two women involved, not necessarily, because this could also be talking about your energy as well, Gemini, because you are an air sign, so this could be representing you, okay? But I'm seeing that perhaps there's this like honest discussion where you're just like, okay, well, what do I do next? I need to just like pick myself up, okay? Or somebody's just feeling like I need to have this confidence, right? Because that Queen of Wands is all about asserting yourself. It's about being confident. It's also just about being like self-assured of being self-assured and optimistic about the situation that you find yourself in, or this could have been a heartbreak that has happened in the past that you're still kind of toiling and dealing with at this time. And I definitely think it has something to do where it's affecting your home, it's affecting your stability with this Four of Wands. So that could be like it's like you really want it to have this belonging. When I think about the Four of Wands, it also talks about like our families, our communities, what ties us together. And coupled with this energy, I feel like there's a shift from like a home somehow being broken in some way, because now there's this, you also are in this energy of this Page of Pentacles, where it's like you are, if this is a past heartbreak, it's like you're getting your confidence back. You're now ready to like kind of put yourself out there to be a little bit more like goal oriented, and maybe like and to some degree even put love on the back burner, so to speak. So that's very possible that could be happening. But I am also with the Six of Pentacles, this is about reciprocal energy. It's like this even give or take. It's almost like you are not willing to give more than what someone is giving you at this time, okay? You need to have generosity reciprocated to you. And you want to be able to have support and of being able to give and receive. Like, you're very open for that at this time. But I'm feeling like due to whatever has happened to you in the past, because I am seeing like a heartbreak because of somebody being like a cheater, and maybe like that's over. I'm seeing that that could be an energy from the past, and maybe things have changed from that. And so you're picking the pieces up, but it's like you are just not trusting the moon. It's like the moon is like just secretive, it's unconscious. You feel like a little bit confused and lost and not really exactly knowing where to go. It's a very like complicated, complex issue that you're having when it comes to like what love is to you, because I'm seeing that there is something in your heart. I don't know how fresh it is, but there is a disappointment of epic proportions here. Definitely due to some cheating. Okay, and it's like you're trying to put your peace back together, you're trying to get your stability back together. You're just looking for new opportunities to avoid having to like just like wallow in this pain that you were in. Okay, so that's what I got for your love reading for September. Let's shift to our career and finances. Maybe we'll get better luck this time. All right, so the career reading is brought to you by the Hermetic Tarot, so we'll be using that deck to pull your energy. So let's check out what is happening in the sphere of career and finances for our Geminis. What's happening in the career and finances portion of Gemini's life. King of Cups. Perfect. So that is like perhaps being like deeply emotionally attached to your work in some way. The universe, a lot of people have been getting this. I don't say a lot, I mean like one other person, but the universe, which is talks about new chapters, new beginnings, but definitely an ending of something, right? It's the end of a chapter, and it's like there's an excitement for something new to begin. You got the Three of Swords, so that also came out in your love reading, but this is in the reverse position. So this is like healing from a heartbreaking situation. Okay, we got the Five of Cups. This is about loss. Seven of Swords. This is a lot of mimicking energy. This is that cheating card. Cheating, lies, deception. This is coming up in your work energy as well. Interesting. Ten of Wands. It's in a reverse position. It's letting go of. Okay, you got the Lovers. This is a connection. When we talk about the Lovers, and especially when it comes in terms of a job, that could also indicate you being connected to someone that you work with, or having a partner, right, in that way where it's like a business partner or someone that you are. Okay, Seven of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, that Ten of Pentacles was reversed, but I felt like not reversing it. So, this is a very interesting situation here. I feel that, let's say you are in a connection with someone, there's some type of tie, and I'm going to call it like a romantic tie that you have. It's like maybe you're a couple and you work with your partner. Maybe you guys were making money together, and if there was a split or some type of separation, now there's a new chapter, and it's like, well, maybe you guys still have to work together, right? There's still some type of like, there's something there that still unifies you, but there's just like a new chapter in like what that partnership looks like at this time. It's like you're in the process of getting over like the pain of the deception part of it. But at the same time, you're also holding this this big cup of grief or loss. Like you're just disappointed, right? You're really just disappointed because you're just like, why? Like the Seven of Swords is just like, it like just hurts to be deceived, right? In some way. And then with this 10 of Wands in the reverse, is just like letting go of all of the burdens. So if you're in the position where somebody did you dirty, it's like, yeah, that shit still hurts. It still stings. You're still very much affected by it. And maybe there's a reason why, like, you still, and it's coming up in your career reading, I'm not exactly sure, but there could be like this tie, because with this Lovers here, this lets me know that there's definitely a connection to your love life, to your career, to making money. But then it's like once the relationship ended, it's like you still are forced to be in some type of connection with this person, because it's like there is something about the way you guys make money. It's very much infused still, okay? But I do see you really standing in your power and standing up for yourself. Being in asserting boundaries where you're very much in like a self-protective mode in regards to the job. So it's like if it's, let's say if you are in a connection with someone that you used to work with, I'm sorry, if you're in a connection with someone you used to be with, but maybe you guys are still like having to have a professional relationship in some way, I do see you exercising like very strict boundaries. And really just like kind of standing up for yourself, even though it still is very painful for you. But with this Page of Cups, it's like you could be in the work situation, you could be like very dreamy, very idealistic about like moving forward, because I do see a new chapter. There's something new that's unfolding here. And you're really just like kind of on your money. The focus here is to build a legacy and just to accumulate your resources for not just a rainy day, but for those that you love, those that show up for you, okay? So if you have kids or, you know, you have a family, like that 10 of Pentacles is what, it's like the reason why you go to work, why you strive so hard for success in some way, okay? So I am seeing like a connection to a love situation, honestly, that's also has to do with working. So that's not going to resonate with a lot of people, but that's what I'm getting for your work. So let's close it out with some advice. All right, and let's close this reading out with some advice. And we're getting advice courtesy of the Chakra Insight Oracle. So let's see, what does the Chakra Insight Oracle, what are our messages, or a message for our Geminis? Show me a message for Gemini. Relationships. That's the message. This is your sacral chakra. I'm gonna read it to you and we're gonna close it out. I'm about, ooh. Okay, so here we go. So this card is asking you to honor the beauty and the sacred in your relationships. Windows of the soul connection. Mirrored reflection into yourself. In the Mayan language, there is a phrase of reverent greeting that acknowledges one of the greatest gifts we bring to each other in relationship. The phrase is in Lakesh, and it means I am another yourself, similar to the Indian greeting Namaste. In Lakesh is a recognition of the divine within each individual. This card is an invitation to consider your relationships with self and others in this way, to see those around you in their highest light and to acknowledge yourself within this light. Stop for a moment and reflect upon your primary relationships with friends, loved ones, family, and colleagues. Consider the balance of energy exchange, the emotional wants and needs that each relationship gives and receives from you. Now is a good time to expand your respect for yourself and those with whom you share relationships. Look for the things that are great about your relationships and why you love the people you do. Explore your level of giving and your willingness to receive. Who do you hold back energy from, and who do you perhaps overgive to in compensation for some insecurity or fear of loss? It is time to honor the beauty and sacred in your relationships. Acknowledge your own need and wants, and honor the needs of others. Look for the hidden gifts in each other. Accept each person for who they are without trying to change or control them. Empower yourself to be with those who inspire you and to inspire those you are with. Recognize each relationship as a mirror reflection and a doorway to a greater realization of your true self. Life is relationships. Support each other to grow and to shine. All right, those are the messages from the tarot for you, dear Gemini. I hope this was helpful for anyone who listened to this message in its entirety. Thank you very much. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. Please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. And I do offer personal readings, and you can find more information in the About section of this channel. I hope you have a blessed and prosperous rest of the month. Bye.